Hello, everyone. We're gonna be ranking copes together. Just let me set up the live while waiting for people to join in. Let's set up the chat. Chat all good. Yep, we're live. Yo, this Dinger, welcome to the stream. And I get. Tell me, how's the sound? Do you hear me well? Should I increase it, reduce it? Is there an echo? Any problem with the sound? Let me know, please. Put a like on the stream while you're joining. Angelo Rack, Green Lover, welcome everyone. You hear me perfectly, that's nice. Okay, I'm gonna see how many people we have. Yep, it's fine. Okay. I'm gonna join on my phone too in order to have the live comments here. Well, looks like you got mogged today. You're talking about the members only video? Well, it was not today, thankfully. Today I'm in a good mood. We're gonna be talking about copes. We're gonna be ranking them. Okay, so I don't want them to be redundant, so you cannot say like surgery and looks maxing, like things that intertwine or like englobe each other, like one is like you understood, right? So we do not repeat the same points, but these are the categories like delulu, harmful, neutral, healthy, and not a cope. So basically how this is gonna work, you're gonna write me in the comments something you think is a cope, and I'm gonna rank it, and by the end of this video we are gonna be ranking like all the copes possible, whether they are harmful, healthy, neutral, delusional, like the highest level of cope, like giga copes, and the those that I don't think are copes but are actually copes, because I'm not gonna put everything else in there. So who wants to start with the first cope? Yep. Hello again, Jan. I'm sorry for the first attempt. Now this time we're good. I hope you're hearing me well. Okay. Fapping. Hello Medican. By the way, we have Medican here in the comment section. By fapping, what would you mean that in with what goal, like to release tension, or like, because I think it's pretty broad, like I don't want to, because I don't know, like no fap, we know exactly what that is, but fapping as in a way to release tension or what, like it can be nuanced a little bit. So height don't matter. Angelo, I'm gonna put this directly, this is how I'm gonna do it. So delulu, this one is going straight to delulu without like without discussion. I'm not even going to. Okay, so I can add this way too. Okay. Okay. So height doesn't matter is delulu right away. I'm not even negotiating it. I mean, of course, if you have any questions, we could like talk about it, but some points are pretty clear. Like I think we can fill this list up pretty quickly. Emperor Dion the Lion, life isn't meant to be coped through. If you're coping through, then it's not really living. I completely disagree. Life is coping. So yeah, everything in life is coping, but there are good copes, harmful copes. There are things that are like not copes. You're going to understand my point of view on this as we go. Guys, don't forget to put likes on the stream. I'm going to go back to every cope you said. Don't worry, just put a like so more people can join in. So, watching pro sports, I'm having to ask you to, against all odds, welcome to the stream. Hello. So, Jan, by watching pro sports, would you mean that, how to say this? Would you say that supporting a team like crazy, like go to the stadium wearing like from the morning and fighting like, hey, my team is better than your team? Are you talking in that regard, or just watching the sport because let's say it's a sport you enjoy doing? Like, for example, you play football with your friends and then you catch a game on TV and you watch it. Because I think that is a lesser degree than, you know, being a sports fan, like identifying as a sportsman. Like if someone asks you like, what do you like in life? And one of the first three things they mention is their favorite football club. So what level are you talking about? Because yeah, I think, but I'm going to put it right away, like here, like watching sports. I'm going to start with the controversies right away, because I'm going to put watching sports as neutral. The ones that are nuanced, that can be taken either way, like it can be harmful if you do too much of it, but quite healthy, neutral if you do it with moderation, they're all going to neutral category. If you disagree, you let me know. Against all odds, just like go one by one. So we can, we're gonna place all of those that you just mentioned, but let's go one by one. So, medicoping, you said that masturbating, and I'm gonna put it kinda here. I am like hesitating, but what is a safe way to write it? Just let me see. Fapping. Fapping is quite safe word. I'm gonna go like fapping, right? Oh, I switched to Russian. So fapping would be here. And the other one that I've seen is porn, and I'm gonna put it here. Where is the star? Yeah, like this. I'm gonna put it to harmful. I don't think it's neutral at all. And I don't think it's even controversial. I think you all should agree with me that it is harmful. Women like men who share their feelings. So you're talking about vulnerability maxing, right? Medican by LLS, are you saying like doing it or like being obsessed with it? Because we have a lot of people who are obsessed with the surgery, right? So what are you like, what exactly about LLS? Okay, so since MT12 likes the term vulnerability maxing, I'm actually gonna name it that. And I'm gonna put it actually in harmful, like or basically, like, let's say I'm gonna say it like following women, or like following blue advice. I think it all blue pill advice can be neutral in some cases, but it is harmful in the end. For the average man, if you follow up blue pill content, blue pill advice constantly, I think it will end up being harmful to you. So listen, obsessing about, like, since I put height doesn't matter in delulu, it would be quite hypocritical of me to put like uh obsessing about, how would I say this? Obsessing about LLS as an extremely horrible thing, because height does matter. We have Angelo saying Geo-maxxing, and again, I'm gonna be controversial, but I'm gonna put Geo-maxxing in here. I think Geo-maxxing is healthy, regardless of what it does to your dating. Even if it ends up not helping you with the dating situation, I honestly still feel that it is something that is positive that you can do. Yes, going to the gym has so many benefits that are beyond the scale of like just dating. So I would say Geo-maxxing could get harmful if you overdo it. Against all odds, listen, everything can be taken to the extreme. Like everything can be like taken to the extreme. So we're gonna be talking about like 90% of cases. I think if you take like 1,000 people who actually go regularly to the gym, 900 plus of them will be, gaining benefits more than harmful things. So we're not gonna be focusing on the one guy who took it too far, right? That's not gonna be, you can find then exceptions in every category, in every preposition you have, we can have a problem with it. So for the biggest part, cope, Geo-maxxing is a healthy cope. That's how I'm gonna go about this. You're gonna understand the rules as we go, okay? Hyper masculine maxing. So hyper masculine, it can work, but I am going to put it here because I think most people take it wrongly. Masculinity maxing. A lot of people take it too far. Like a lot of people just do this thing too much, where they became like violent and aggressive, and they think that it's gonna be attractive at some point. Mesmer, yeah, I mean, the height was the first thing we talked about. Ocean or vital. Correctly done. Geo-maxxing should be considering a mandatory part of looks maxing if you're serious about it. I am saying even if you're not looks maxing, even if you gave up on this thing completely, it's better, like the high after the gym, feeling good, being healthy, like not being in pain for the last 15 years of your life. I think that is quite important. Dark triad maxing, strictly 4K. I think that will be a red pill advice. So red pill advice, I would say it is less harmful than the blue pill advice, but in theory, right? Because at least it has some thinking around behind it. Because blue pill is like only feelings. Red pill, it has some thinking, even though it might be done in the wrong direction. At least there is some thinking involved, right? It is not like blue pill where like it's just hope fuel, right? Like everyone is good, people are positive, just love the other, like whatever bullshit, right? At least it has some sort of like weight behind it. I'm inclined to put it in neutral, but for now I'm just gonna be like I'm just gonna put it in harmful just because of how bad I see it's affecting men. But I would say it is less than blue pill, honestly. Kidney stone gamer. I know this guy and I hate him. Who can guess who's this kidney stone gamer? Just a tip, he has red hair and he's a very, very annoying person. Hookup culture. I'm gonna refuse this one. Make it, write it differently, like some more concise form, because hookup culture, like what, a whole culture? A whole culture cannot be coop. Like coop are like something you would engage in individually. So like as a culture, I cannot put it as, so hobbies. Hobbies definitely gonna be not a coop at all. Like I'm gonna put it here, like I don't think there is anything like having hobbies is like the most natural things ever. This does not even qualify as a cope at all in this thing. Cold approaches. This one is really, really dependent on the SMV, but I would say it is I'm like, I hope, help me in the comments. I'm confused with this one. I'm going to say like neutral, but then in the West it already causes damage. Yeah, I'm thinking about neutral. You what, mate? I'm also thinking about neutral. Borderline harmful. Yeah, I think I might need more categories, but let's not mess with the categories. By the way, guys, you can tell me like right now. Do you agree with the like? Do you think the categories I came up with are good? Like delulu, harmful, neutral, healthy, not a cope at all. Do you agree, or you think like we should I should have done it differently? I don't know. I don't know. Cold approaching, like, what do you define as a cope then? Okay, so Kidney Stone Gamer is being annoying as I expected. We are using the word like cope colloquially, like it is used mostly in in the community. Sometimes it means something else, but I think we can all know what we're talking about whenever like we mention something. So cold approaching, everyone is saying that it is neutral so far. So I am going to say neutral, but we can change our minds later. Okay, we can come back to it. Like cold day game maxing, or like what do you want to call it? Like cold approaching, as in like relying on cold leads in terms of dating. People say it's neutral. I've seen money as delulu, but I'm gonna say money as healthy. Pursuing money in 99% of cases will make your life better. Money maxing, I think it is here. I don't think we should. If anyone has like a point of contingency, you can let me know, but I think money maxing is healthy. I don't think you should not money max. By FAP, you means using imagination? Yes, I actually recommend that. I don't watch corn myself if I have to FAP that I'm doing it, you know, without visual simulations, let's say. Harmful will get you to jail if you sub 5 though. Keith, welcome to the stream. Just be yad, bro. Well, that's about cold maxing, right? Ah, yes, money maxing. Work 12 hours in stressful job is healthy. I'm not. That is one way of money maxing. I'm saying the pursuit of money in life in general. That's not the only way you can pursue money, but having money is better than not having money. Getting education, to a certain point, it is healthy, but it is less and less relevant. But knowing is better than not knowing. I think I'm gonna stay with healthy, like studies and like education in general. I don't know what I'm gonna talk, like study max or like education max or diploma max. I'm just gonna say education, okay? I'm gonna still think it is something healthy to engage yourself in. The more you know, the better. Drugs and alcohol, they're both going to harmful, like extremely harmful. Alcohol, like slash. I don't know if I should censor this word, but well, I'm just gonna do it. Everyone will know what it is. This is straight out harmful. I don't think anyone would disagree with me on that. Let me adjust my camera a little bit. So yeah, this dinger body language maybe, but what do you mean? Like learning body language or doing like acting? Like what do you mean exactly by that? We have 21 concurrent viewers and only 10 likes. At least like 5 more likes, guys. Come on. Personality, like Ahmed, don't just like throw one word like this, like personality. Like personality maxing would be understandable, but is that what you meant? Like geo-maxxing travel, you what, mate? This is gonna be healthy. I think geomaxing is life is too short to live in one place, and Earth is a huge planet. I think we should go where we have better chances, less competition, whatever. Even if it is over for you everywhere, at least like you see how it is over for you, like in a different culture, like you try something like new. Angelo Rack, delusional. What did he say? He said being a S5 woman is worse than being a sub 5 male. This is a take. Like this would be like a hot take, not like a cope. You mean like not preferring your gender, like wishing you were a woman cope? I don't know. Hard maxing. This one is hard to say. Maybe we should do like one surgery per surgery, like having all of them grouped, like, you know, comparing hair transplants and leg lengthening surgery in the same bag would be harmful to the rating. Like, how could I put them together? Like something that is harmless, that takes you like $1,000 and like, you know, just few days, to something that will take 2 years of your life, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and like you risk a lot of things. Therapy, with what goal? Like a psychiatrist? Like you just go talk to someone? Because of like, I know like so many people, like colleagues and how things works. I would say that for men, and I'm going to precise again, this list is for men, right? I'm going to put therapy into harmful cope. Maybe this will trigger some people, but I think like trauma maxing and therapy is going to stay in harmful. If you don't agree, you let me down in the you let me know it in the comments. If she's into you, it will be the easiest thing in the world, or she outright approaches you. That is true. Rate therapy. No, I'm not gonna put it delulu. Delulu is like the one that makes you go like, oh my god, he did not say that. Oh my god, like I think like it's just harmful. Like not delulu level. Delulu is like, you know, you see like denying height, denying like I will just rename it, right? Denying height. This is delulu, like saying that height doesn't matter. And to see that I am fair, like I'm being fair here. I am a fairly tall guy, like I'm way taller than average, and I know that denying height is big cope. So I'm trying to be as objective as possible. Trad wife, born in the West. Trad maxing is delulu. Delulu, not even harmful. I'm gonna add this one. Like looking for a trad wife is delulu. Looking or expecting, I don't know, you understand. Like let's say like trad wifey. I would say like this is the Lulu. Come on. Drop on me your copes. I'm going to rank all of them. I'm waiting. I meant therapy to deal with being a mental cell. Yeah, I would still think it's harmful. You should be watching Guidance Vault and similar YouTube channels, but I think that's better than actual therapy. I mean, listen, if you want like a serious answer, you need to do therapy with someone who is B-pilled, and that is like basically impossible to find in real life. Yeah, you should watch Guidance Vault. It's actually a based channel. Keith, or lucid dreaming and creating a whole reality in your brain. Delulu maxing is in delulu because it's like delulu, right? How do you want to call it? Like delulu maxing? It is basically in the name. I don't think this is a hard one. Like denying reality is literally the definition of delusion in this case. So yeah. Is BP maxing harmful? Hmm. BP maxing. I think it is healthy. Yeah, I really think it is healthy. Hmm. Um, rate antidepressants. Pill maxing, mood pill maxing. I think they have their place. If prescribed by a doctor, then maybe they're healthy. Like for your case, if it's not and you're abusing them, then it would be harmful. I would say like antidepressants would be like. I'm just gonna copy the way you said it. I'm not sure about this one, so you can help me. Like antidepressant maxing. I don't know how we should name it. Being religious, religion is. I'm going to make everyone angry here, but the facts don't lie, and people who are religious are happier than people who are not. I think it is healthy. If you manage to do it genuinely, then yes. You cannot fake it, so you cannot fake the belief you have in a religion, but overall, for the majority of men, the ones who are religious, they have more life satisfaction, more hope about life. You might disagree with them, you don't want to you might disagree on the religion and stuff, but overall, if you are religious, you cope better with life. So it is a healthy cope, in my opinion. Music, I would say music is like listening to music a lot or whatever. I'm gonna say not a cope at all. Like, I don't think there is anything copy about music. Playing sports. Sports will go automatically to healthy, especially if it's done in groups. Like, I don't think there is any problem with sports, especially when like individual sports are well too for your health and whatever. Like, not just gym maxing. I would think that sport maxing is superior to gym maxing, but then if you want to like looks max, you need the muscle, not just being able to do something like sports, like athleticism. Athleticism is not working with looks max. By the way, I thought about doing this video. You guys tell me in the comments if you want to watch this video, which is basically gym tips that are be-pilled. So basically, gym tips that will work for the guys who are going to the gym with the goal of looks maxing. So all the tips I do in the gym that are directed towards looks maxing and not like the average gym bro program. I'm just gonna open the window just a second. Mm-hmm. I can't watch right now. Are you going to re-upload the stream? I think I'm just leaving it on like this. Like it is a tier list. People can just watch it later. Shingai Muriwara. But put a like before you leave at least. Strictly 4K. Fashion maxing. Being into fashion. Fashion maxing. I would say neutral. It doesn't add. It doesn't remove. You can do it if you want. Like style maxing. Style maxing. Like I don't think there is anything harmful in style maxing, honestly. It removes money. I mean, you can style max without spending a lot of money, right? Study maxing, we already have education and healthy. Disdinger, hard to say because some dudes downplay body language and can treat girl, others overreact. So trying to learn game, is that, do you want me to put it that way? Like game in general, right? Against all odds by body language. Put subliminals needs to be put straight to the top. I don't understand. Anti-Arezo, I don't fully understand. But let's say like learning game, okay? Learning game, gesture maxing. Oof, gesture maxing. It is useful for some dudes, but for the majority, it puts them in the worst situation. Harmful, neutral. I'm going to need to hear some opinion to make up my mind. Like, I mean, whether you are like neurotypical or divergent, you have no control over that. But whether you should like learn game or not learn game, that's something completely different, right? Yeah, I would like to hear some opinion. Cooking, I would put it under hobbies, and that will be not cope. Ldar rot maxing. So Ldar is, I think it is neutral because it is a good thing to do or the best thing to do for a lot of men who have it over for them. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it is harmful if you have potential, but it is healthy if it is over for you. I don't know how, like, I think neutral is pretty fair. Ldar stands for laying down and rotting. So basically, what we do, what the average man does for his life. But laying down and rotting could be the answer for a lot of men. I don't know. She rejected me because nervous about the fact that I'm good looking. I'm gonna put this like here, like overrating oneself, like overrating one's looks is like, yeah, I'm a handsome man and that's why it doesn't happen to me. Partying, clubbing, I would have put this in healthy 10 years ago, but in 2025 I'm going to put nightlife maxing as harmful. It is harmful. There is nothing good that comes out of it. It's done. It's something of the past. It's done. Like, it's not good anymore. It's not. Yeah, I'm thinking it's done. Strictly 4K. I don't know if I can write that on YouTube. So let's keep this, friendly. I have friends that got long-term GFs from clubbing. Maybe I would say like those people would have had their girlfriends regardless of that. But for the majority of men, going out is like a waste of money. It is often associated with like alcohol, drugs, and other illicit activities. Yeah. Being in neat, instead of like money maxing, I would say that it is more harmful than neutral because neat and ldar is a little bit different. I think neat is higher than lotting, like ldaring. Like neat is ldaring, like you can go to work and lay down and rot in the off hours, but neating is like basically not. I don't care about my GF body count. Do you think this would like fall under the following the blue pill advice or not? I think it's just like general blue pill advice. I don't know if you agree or not. But men thinking rating matters more than women's results. So I want to name this differently. I would say, you know, basically touch grass maxing, something like this. Let me think about that. You would mate appeal versus PSL. Appeal, like niche maxing and being objectively handsome. Is that what you like? Explain, please. I having a hard time placing this. But if a man thinks that a rating, an objective, renamed to PSL obsessing, which one? So PSL is basically caring about ratings more than the actual life. I'm putting this in delulu. Like, but then I also hate the people who say touch grass, ironically. But I'm thinking that they're using that word unfairly. So I'm still like, touch, like, the opposite of not touching grass. Like, okay, so obsession with ratings, like face ratings. That's how I'm gonna name it. Jordan Barrett, for example, is high PSL but lacks appeal. I don't know who's this guy, Jordan Barrett. Let me find him. Jordan so what you mean is that he's metrically handsome, but he looks off compared to someone else who might, like, compared to, I don't know, like Ryan Gosling would be like not a PSL, but he has a higher appeal. Is that what you want to say? Yeah, I think it falls under the obsession with ratings, like over here. I think it conveys the idea. Against all odds, I might be one of the few people, that's why you're against all odds, right? That can see that beta boxing as something positive if you can manage to do it right. I'm going to put beta boxing as harmful. I'm going to do a whole video about beta boxing versus like real desire. So I'm going to leave all my opinion for that video, but this is what I think beta boxing falls under. No, touch grass is not a cope. Yeah, I agree with you. Like, touch grass would go here because it's not a cope. Like, going outside, it's just living life. Touching grass, like, there is no cope in touching grass. What we make fun of is like people who use it as like, hey, touch grass, as if like online dating is not a thing. That's what we hate. It is, but you gotta do it anyway, or else you forgot how things are outside. Yeah, that's why it's not cope, it's just living. Ryan Gosling is not good looking. Yeah, but all I'm saying is like he's not metrically like good looking, but then he looks good to women. Then that's what matters. So basically now you're doing the cope yourself, right? Looks maxers love him, but women find his looks too striking. The Barrett guy, yeah, I think yeah, like he is like getting more attention from from guys than like obsessed with his symmetrical face, more than women. Women would find him like, you know, say stuff like he's unrelatable, he looks like dangerous, or like whatever. Like, I can see a lot of women rejecting him for real, and they're not like, Barrett is a model, and the model industry is run by gay men. Yeah, there is also a big part of it. That's why they go more for not exactly what women would prefer. I mean, they would still they will still pick people who are objectively like beautiful and good looking, but not. There is a lot of masculine gaze in the industry. Wow, you are welcome to the stream. How old are you? You said you're around 30, right? Why are you asking? Strictly 4K. Boomer Gen X saying touching grass will always be the most popular way to meet women, not online. Then that is cope. Like, telling people like actually touching grass is not cope. Go touch grass is cope. Like, I don't know how I should name them differently. Let me think about it. Okay, I found a way. Real. This is actually a delulu one. We have a new delulu one. Tinder is not real life. I think this one is delulu for sure. Also, the introvert extrovert video you did helped explain touch grass is cringe. Ocean, I am going to do a remake of that video. So one day I'm just gonna either do it live, like watch it live with you and explain more on the points that I wanted to explain, or I'm going to basically re-record it with like my face and maybe like better edit this or whatever. Because I think that's a W subject that I should have developed on more. Nicholas, are you a doctor? Yes. Against all odds. I don't know, I hate being anecdotal, but I have a cousin that bit a box, the wife from home country. How old is he? This is very important. You do not precise when this happened. They have children and she kind of grew into it, so it worked out, even though at the beginning it was kind of cringe. The thing is that today's world in 2025, they do not grow into it anymore, and that's why I put it at harmful. Bro, trust me, you are more handsome than Ryan Gosling. I think the collective of women disagrees with you. Using only dating apps. I don't think that's a cope. I'm going to put it like here, like online maxing, like having a life online is not even a healthy cope. It's like the natural way of life. Like I have been like today, where's my phone? I was like talking to like I was just liking girls on Instagrams. Like I like a lot of profiles, see who likes me back. I think that's the normal way people interact now. Good looking in real life, but not photogenic. I don't know. I don't know what photogeny. Like we need to talk to professional photographers to understand like why some people look better on pictures. Why like I do not know how this happens. Where like someone you mug in real life and then you take a picture together and on the picture he mugs you, but in real life he looks like shit. It happens a lot, and I don't know what controls that. Hmm. So, you think there are no more copes? Camera distortion? Yeah, something with the camera angle, but I don't know how that works. Thinking you have to be a Chad or it's over. This one is the Lulu tier. I would call it Chad or nothing. Like all or nothing, but this one like Chad or nothing. This one is the Lulu level. Hmm. Voice? Voice, what do you mean by voice? What do you mean by voice? Mm. MGTOW? MGTOW is Delulu, MissTOW is not, but I think like MGTOW is Delulu. Like saying that, oh, it was your decision. This was never your decision. I'm Illusion. Welcome. Yeah, today is I don't know, a lot of people are streaming and I have a lot of competition, but thank you for everyone who's like chosen my live stream. We are here ranking copes. If you have any cope that you don't see on the screen, you can drop it here. Medican, can you please like not do this like here, because I mean it's harmful for my stream. So Cobalt, the lens of the camera affects how someone looks. Lower lens makes you look narrower, higher lens make you look wider. Yeah, but then do you want to look wider or you don't want to look wider? I don't know. Like, should a man want to look wider or not? Like, come on, guys. Like, you should not be like advertising shit in here. Like, what are you doing? Yeah. So, do you have a Discord? Yes, it's under the name Guidance Vault. I think I am in few like in a few BP community like random servers, if you can find me. It is also called like Guidance Vault. Wait until marriage, it's a cope for you. Well, this list is only talking about men, but wait until marriage. Chastity maxing, or how do you want to call this one? Because like refusing to engage in activity with girls because you want to save yourself for marriage maxing. I think this is too specific. I don't know. Okay, so any more copes? True, Adam. I have not. This is the first message of yours that I see. Ah, yeah, but then don't use words like that. Like, this is YouTube, not Discord. We cannot have. We don't have the freedom of like chastity maxing. I would say neutral. I don't see like something inherently bad with it. Like, at least you have the option to do so. Like, you are rejecting girls, basically, right? That only works in religious society. Well, not doing it, like doing it in the West would be like quite harmful, but I think overall it's neutral. Obsessing about like comparing height and face, I would like just copy it as is, and I'm gonna put it in not a cope because I think that it is up for discussion. I would say that without any context, face is way more important, but then like you tell me like, hey, I'm 4 foot height, and then suddenly height becomes more important. Soulmate cope. The one is delulu. Like, I would say like love in delulu, because the one, love, soulmate, all that will go in here. Height is borderline overrated. No. I disagree with you. Keith. Height, I mean, I know that we have a lot of people who obsess with height, but I think rightfully so. I don't think they're doing anything wrong. Numbers game. Numbers game actually is healthy cope. I'm gonna say, if you have the capacity of like not caring, at least like if you can do numbers game, even if you fail at it, at least you are not very result dependent, and you're not gonna feel depressed because it did not work in the end. I would put neutral because some people suffer from it, but if you manage to do it, I would say it's not a bad thing. Like, if you can like switch your attention from one girl to the other, then you are in a better position. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you see these comparisons where like you give me a random face rating and then a random height, and then like at what point does it exactly becomes better? These are like, I don't like these conversations because it's the whole thing. Like, you need a height and you need a good looking face and an above average height, both together at the same time. Yeah, key face needs to be like 6 out of 10. Yeah, but if the height is like 4 feet, you see how harmful it gets. Yeah, guys, I think the stream is dying off, so let's take like a couple of copes and then we call it a day. Diet maxing. Diet maxing is healthy. I don't see anything wrong with it. Not like some like, diet in general is healthy. Raw food is delulu. Raw meat is delulu. Numbers game, it's already on the list. Like, I put it into neutral. Political cell, I would say political cell is neutral. I don't think it affects life that much. Like, being too much into politics, not a cope, but nah, yeah, I think like political cell. I think it will go like here. Niche community, what do you mean by like niche maxing? I think niche maxing, I would put it in healthy. If you have an advantage, you must play to your own advantages. Niche maxing. AI maxing is that I think it is delulu, but it's healthy for those who like literally can do anything. I would put it in neutral. Now, I think I'm gonna put it in not a cope. AIGF. And I'm gonna explain why. I know this one sounds confusing, but I think the need to have a GF is so natural that if you are denied one, getting some sort of comfort here should not be frowned upon. I think it's not a cope, and I'm going to add escort maxing in here. Because I think like these are natural needs. I don't think they should be like copes at all. Mm. Appeal to nature, like nature maxing is delusional. Harmful, let's say. Mm. It is a harmful cope. Gaming. I would put it to neutral because it can be taken to bad step. It can stay a good step. I think it's neutral. Nah, I'm gonna think it's not a it's neutral. It can be taken to like, I don't know. Prism, like come on, like people must stop doing this. S dolls, I would put it between AI, GF, and escort maxing, I think. Oneitis is delulu. So let me add the dolls in here. And I'm going to put the Oneitis in delulu. Oneitis is real bad. I think I should make a whole video about Oneitis. JK, hello, welcome. Why is Oneitis delusional? Because it is delusional. It makes you think that one woman is superior to others, while that not being factually true, which is the definition of delusion. So Mesmer said, I'm 5'4". I'm sorry, bro. But I had a GF for 4.5 years, but I know several dudes who are average or tall and never had one. How do you explain that? Exceptions exist. You got lucky. Why do we need an explanation? can be motivating. How could it be motivating? Like to be obsessive? Like, no. Even when interacting with that girl, you would be in a loser position because she will have the advantage over you. She can control everything about you. I don't think that's a good thing to be in a one-itis situation. Make a video about one-itis. It is so connected to the soulmate belief. Yeah, I think it's like all about the love and like soulmate stuff, but it is delusion. Like you see, like love and soulmate are on the list. JK, do you have any copes you want to that you do not see on the list that you want to share with us? Let me just remove my face so you can see. Like here, these are the copes that are on the list. Let me remove the comments a little bit here. I'm gonna leave the comments here. Put back my face in here. Do you have, guys, any more copes? Mesmer, that's like a topic for a whole other like video. This would drift away too much from the subject. So, should we like call it a day? You want more, or like you think we're done, guys? Okay, so I think we are done unless someone comes up with another cope. But if you have any suggestions, anything, if you want to give a gift before the end of the stream, put a like before you leave, or we can just wrap it up. I said that my next video would be the most bee-pilling when it will drop. It is not the next video per se, but I have this topic I want to talk about, which is basically that if there is no solution, then there is no problem. That's the natural course of things. I'm going to develop more like, I'm going to develop more on this idea. Medic and coping, background music next time. The thing is that I don't know what kind of music does not get the video copyrighted. Like, can I put like some, I don't know, classical music because it's not copyrighted? Like, I don't know what kind of music could like demonetize the video. I mean, even though I'm not like making tons of money from this video, but I just don't want to have it like down to zero. I really want to have that $1 that I get per live. No background music. Not all people like everyone's music taste. No, I have the best music taste objectively, and if you don't like my music, then you suck as a person. But I don't know which one is like copyright. Speak another language for the end. I don't know, like I don't like these requests. They seem like you're like on OnlyFans and I'm like doing requests per money like that. I mean, I can give advice, but not Jester Max. Did you have girlfriends? What are like? Can I get them in the store or order them online? What are those? Like, I don't know. What are those? ETH $1 Yeah, I mean, actually, the lives like during like it being live, it will like generate like 20 cents. And then when I like leave it on and people watch it, it gets up to $1. Did you have a girlfriend before? Yeah, I had like a relationship, like one relationship that would count like as boyfriend, girlfriend. The others I was like already not taking relationship seriously anymore. So yeah, we are going to wrap this list up. If you have anything else to say, guys, this is the time. What made you not take them seriously? Because I understood that women were not making I understood that there is no point into taking them seriously. That's it. Yo, have you seen the Rehab Room song? Even though it was made by AI, it's kind of cool. I'm gonna check it out. Again, I don't want to check it out like live on stream. Maybe it is like copyrighted or something, but I didn't hear about it. Prism, dating apps tier list would be a good idea. Yeah, but I live in Russia. We have like only one app that is working, or like a couple of apps. So, and they are like different. Like even Tinder is like banned due to the sanctions, and I don't know how like they work in the US. I need to go to the US, try them, and then maybe we can talk about it. Polyglot maxing. I heard like one time a YouTuber saying like speaking a lot of languages is status, like it is status max, like you flex when you speak a lot of languages, but I speak like 4 fluently, and I don't think it helped with girls at all. Like they say like, "Oh, that's interesting," but then like they're not impressed. Like, you know, when girls tell you like, "Oh, you're interesting," but then like it does not add to the attraction. I'm like, "Okay, so what's interesting about it then?" Like you just tell me that it is interesting, and then you don't open your legs. Yep. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. I'm going to leave the list here. I'm gonna remove my face just so people can see the final list, like here. If you disagree, you can leave in the comments like later when the video is gonna stay up. Other than that, thank you everyone. Lots of love. Enjoy like the other BP content on YouTube, and see you the next live or the next video. I don't know, but have a good evening, everyone. Bye bye.